I guess I'm going to continue to make a video now that I'm having a good mood to make one. Then I will continue to say, which is a mission became love, I can say, and even willingly giving his throne. And that's the mission itself. He knows he was betrayed, but I didn't know why he's not doing something. So I'm going to use. So I will give a hint. You know the words that Jesus Christ uttered, and it was written in the Bible, which is, I will summon my angel for a mission here in this earth. Then connect it to the tribulations in Revelation. And again, the stories, you can see it on the Chinese series or movies that they are making about the dark and the white that's staying in the clouds, etc. So it's like I'm defending him and he is defending me. So who will be against this binding will get a consequences, I can say. Because even you yourselves, the relationship of people, there are some so naive and martyr to their bad partners that even their partner make a mistake of doing third parties more than 10 times, 20 times, but that partner is so martyr to still be with that person. But I guess he's not like that. Actually, he's more wiser because he himself not needed to do a step. I'm talking about the evil energy or devil or demon or satan that you are saying. That even though he will not lay a hand, only his people is doing it. They're using the denial, they're using the scapegoat for their own mistakes because there's no accountability itself. As I've said from my past video, people cannot deny, complain in who they are because I'm going to use this opportunity to pinpoint who is who. Whatever you say, even saying there's a consequences, bad consequence or bad karma of what you are doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what to pinpoint. So I love now that I know also myself why I love challenges. Well, but I know that that kinds of challenges also you have to experience sufferings and pains. You have to accept that part also. As people doesn't want to accept that, you have to experience sufferings and pains in learning, growing, maturing. They are denying that part that they should have not experienced. That's the thing that I learned what they invade. They invade, or jealous on my part. They think I never suffered, etc. like that. Even the angels, as being a person, because reality energy is real. The connection, the vibration, the spirit knows, even though the physical doesn't know. Some people are very blunt in giving their jealous or energy, in saying at your situation, in your face, in your you you look like you never suffered. How do you look at you? The facial expressions. People knows. Even they are not educated actually. So education is not the reason. May I can say from 100% it's only 10%. Because from the very beginning, our ancestors already start to teach us what's wrong and right. People only is denying it. So again, there's a lot of people that coming against this two energy, different realm, come together, and only not people, spirit world, and who will accept first. You love to talk about love, but you don't know how to apply it. You love to explain how love is, but you don't know how to apply it. You don't even have the understanding, patience, control, satisfaction that the love has. These things are already reported to God. These situations He already knows. Even why I betrayed, as you and the ancestor saying, it's because of the first angels who betrayed God from the very beginning. Okay, it started from me, it will end from me. Now that it ended from me, how about you? It's a part of condemned judgment because it happened to me. It will come to you also. We are already in the judgment time, the last stage of life. Continue denying it, that we are already facing it. Continue in denying that you have to really be accountable of all the mistakes, even though me, even though I'm betrayed because of truth, I'm fighting for the truth. I for my truth, for the real that I'm seeing, and to defend it, I have to. The other reason why I came here in this earth also is to prove what I'm defending it from the very beginning. Then here's it. All that I talk, observed, experienced are the proof. Love, ay people, oh, MG. People love to talk about respect, but they themselves doesn't know to respect. People to love to talk about how to consider things, but they themselves doesn't know how to consider. When insecurities, egos, and pride, selfish. I mean, selfish because there's an good selfishness. That's the boundaries and limitations, so that you will not be abused. Good consequences and karma. That's the lack or blessings that they are saying. Good ego and pride. I'm talking about the bad. So at last, again myself for focusing on what I'm for my mission to prove, and my point did not be affected of their PS, even the victimizing, because people are very strong at that part. You're selfish. The truth is you don't want to help. The truth is you don't love us. The technique of narcissist, right? Or toxic people. You don't care. That's why you are like that. Are you not afraid that because of you, I will be lost? OMG, as I've said, and being a leader also, you should have not be affected of those kinds of even bribes from materialistic world. And that is a bribe of spiritual also. That kind of victimizing, etc. They will even use emotion that it will touch your heart. So, for those who are very empathetic person, use your empath wisely, because if you're not you going to use your empath personality wisely, you will be abused. Yes, every time you will be abused, then you will be betrayed. You yourself is the one who is betraying yourself also, because you're not realizing you're being betrayed all the time. So you have to learn how to be strong and not be affected easily. Control yourself. from those emotions that they will use, from the nice, like candy words that they are going to use to touch your feelings, heart, brain, and be martyr again. Because they may actually do an accountability, but there is a tendency that they will come back again on in who they are. That is very strong. They will come back on who they are. They have to prove to you that the trust that you're going to give is really trust them totally 100% or even 99%. 99% is still good. And 50-50 is the one who is already getting to end or not. And end of the trust or still trust. And that's the energy that you are giving to God when the likes that you are, it's like parent also. Sometimes your parent doesn't trust you because the things that you do, or some friends and workers, because some people really doesn't know that they betrayed. They don't care those unwise and words that they are telling to other people or to you. Those uttered words through their insecurities, selfish insecurities, egos, and pride. They love to murmur, and that murmur is even loud to for you to hear. OMG, people, because I've never been. I can I can fight for myself 100% from that part because I'm not like that. Who goes in front of the person and murmur and insult that person, then talking to another person, then let that person that I am insecure be heard. I guess I tried. I can say I want to by just being aware, not to intentionally see the reaction of the person. For that person to, I can say, to test that person. As I've said, what really is the devil's work is to test people, not those people, but not what the people which is explaining and trying to give all that you share, all that you preach, all that we explain is part of the judgment. So we are on the court that they are always saying, the messengers, the spiritual and physical court, not the materialistic court of the Creator, which is God. From situations, our lives, our thinkings, how we say it, words. By testing that, tried it, then that person burst. Then you will continue. When that person knows it's the end, it shifted to victimizing. OMG. Then, that's where I realized the observation itself. Sometimes you have to do it even though you didn't do it. Then the messages will sometimes the other message went from that. I came from that. I mean, came, not went, came. Oh, right. The manners and attitudes and qualities and characteristics of people is rush, and that's where you will realize that even in adult body, it still really is kid energy. Control also is strong. People love to control even though they deny it. And if no one is controlling them because they cannot control you, they will accuse you of manipulation or controlling them because they cannot control you. It shift with their own narrative, which is it's all it became your fault because they didn't gain what they wanted. Weird. The truth always comes. You cannot hide. And remember that as the first angel, that angel is made at the image of the creator itself, the copycat. But of course, he or she, or I can say our parent God, because God represents he or she, is more ultimate. Then of course me, and this is where I learned also that actually in sitting on a throne or being a leader, brothers or sisters can sit together, not like the thing that we've known from the very beginning, which is this king should marry a woman for a queen. You can those siblings can both be a leaders actually. For the other can give an opinion, support also, and the ultimate support that you are looking. That's why leader should. What is the leader's ultimate support should be? It's the people from their own race, from their own country. The leader should hear the people, and people should hear the leader, because people should hear its leader's problem also. Then the people advise the leader. Then the leader should hear the people also. For the people will be aced with their problems, or the leader will be aced with its problem. Or from this modern time, there's a lot of leader, right? From president, vice president, senators, etc. Or from my prime ministers, there's an advisor in the other cabinets. They have to support one another. From the very beginning, the betrayal from the leadership court or part, there are always people that betrays someone. Hope that cycle will end, instead helping one another, because if there's no end, who will destroy the future itself? That cycle that they wanted to gain, betraying one another. From kings to queens in the cabinets, then here comes how the leaders way change in this modern times, but the way they betray it never changed. Materialistic world and spiritual can be combined actually, because this earth is owned by God, the creator, and materialistic is only built by people, and the creator can cast easily that materialistic world. That other people is defending that it's different. So, well, if I'm in the position of God, I will say, "Oh, you said it's different. Then let's cut it. Let's cast it away. It's just with a blink of an eye. This materialistic world will be, but God seen the futuristic benefits of it. If you combine the spiritual and materialistic world and teach them how to use properly, because you can use the seven sins in a good way. As I've said, we can conquer evil ones, evil personalities, characters, manners, attitude. The seven sins, the mark of the beast, we can conquer that. But it's the self itself has the decision to do it. Don't let the because I'm connecting something. Is it real that those other people that doing the contents, which is we are already here in what we call impierno, because what we are experiencing in this earth is unending suffering and pains, especially evilness. And if you realize, yeah, are you going to prove that that part is truth? Again, it depends on the self itself. The hardest part that a person's enemy is the self itself, because of the selfish ego. Bad, I can say. Always forgot the bad selfish ego and pride that they cannot bring down. To at least realize first and respect what to be realized, accept, reflect, and then be repent of the accountability. Because we really needed to be humbled for us to do that golden age that we wanted, the peace that we wanted, the permanent materialistic that we wanted. Perspire in materialistic, even abundantly in spiritual, then we can't never ever there's a good I'm visualizing that kind of a community or countries, or I can say all over the world, expressing that kind of perspired materialistic world in abundant spirituality. No wars, everything is balanced. No poor or rich, everything is rich, I can say. There's still a helping. There's no having a problem of materialistic world. There are some people that satisfied at this kind of status. Like I can say, others are farmers but still perspired at that kind of status, even though they are not educated. Uh, Electricians, because we need all the lowest kinds of status that the materialistic world condemning it. And if they are not there at that position, who will do even to repair your car? They condemn those kinds of jobs, but even janitors and janitors, that's that even is a good job, very clean, than stealing and betraying, then scamming, and be paid in coming against someone, paid to kill someone, paid to do this one, everything that is bad, to gain that money. So I'm going to end this talking. I already talked what's important to say. So be careful in. I guess I will be the one. I'll be one of you. Also that being careful of condemning someone's relationship. Well, I learned my part at that part also, and you have to learn your part also at that part. That because we didn't know how they started to build that relationship. But sometimes you cannot deny that it's condemnable if the reason is you have to clarify something before condemning actually. And if you condemn, insult, or already tell something about a relationship without clarifying something, a situation, that's the dangerous part. So every time when I when someone is like coming in front of me in the like telling about the problems, telling their problems about their relationship, you have sometimes asking is quite good to clarify something, right? Like how the psychiatrists and psychologists do, they ask, right? Ask them what happened from the very beginning, etc., etc., etc. That's where I gain the information also that I'm talking that relationship which should start from the both parties should be willing to build that relationship, or they wanted to marry one another, then willing to do that part and willing to build a big family because they will make a children. How can I say some people is gaining what they saw at that person, or materialistic only through that person, or intentions, self intentions, selfish intentions? Just ask them. You can easily determine if it's That person really loved that person. That's why that person pursued that person. If it answered that, I don't want to suffer. I wanted to, even though the statement is, I wanted a partner to build this like that. Why not prove it through yourself first to build something before going to a relationship? That's better. Because there's a hidden message at that part. Laziness. You wanted to 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 English. You wanted someone to build it for you, for both of you, to carry you. And if it didn't happen, at the end you will cry. Your feelings is betrayed. You feel the suffering of the consequences of your actions, unwise decision. And you will deny if someone will tell you, is this your purpose why you married this person? The reaction of the person is very strong. When, I guess, in this stage of awakening, enlightenment, and for everything has a reason, for you to understand that everything has a reason. And experiencing being a person, a sinful person, then became I can say clean, because you already asked for forgiveness and being accountable of all of the unwise and sins seems so familiar. No one really cannot deny it. All people in this world is sinful, except kids, of course, common sense. That's starting to build their personalities, characters, and understand. And again, a person's personality sometimes is depends on the environment itself, inside the family, friendship, school, work, community, neighbors, etc. But if you are a person that is not easily affected by those kinds of, congratulations for you. You're just being suppressed. Maybe if you are experiencing different kinds of jail feeling, that you are free but you're like you're in a jail. You have to accept things that you're inside of community that it is like this, a neighborhood that is like that, or a family that is like that, friendship that is like that. Then the situation itself will accept that they have you in their community, they have you in their family, they have you in there. You have to start for yourself, so that the surroundings will synchronize with you. Yeah, why is it always me should start? It should be because that's the start of you to be strong also, to prove how strong you are, to prove that what storm, that's the most better explanation for it. Any storm that comes in your way, no effect. And for your wishes and dreams that you wanted to build will come, because every wishes, dreams, etc., blessings, again, there's sufferings and pains that we have to undergo or walk before getting to the top. Even in personalities, right? Before you are shy, you have to experience things, experience sufferings and pains to build you strong inside. Then no, you can fight for yourself. Before you are shy and you cannot fight for yourself, and so that you can prove something. Also, because as on my personality before, as I've said, I'm shy. I don't know how to fight for myself. I cannot defend myself, even though I am defending myself in my brain. You have to loudly defend yourself sometimes. People should see that you are defending yourself through your mouth, through your posts, through your actions. Even though you needed to do humble eyes also, you can actually do those things all. So again, love yourselves as you can love other people also. Love yourselves so that you can be a real friend from others and for yourselves. Be a family for yourself and for your family. and be a good community for yourself and for your community. Because if you disgust, you don't believe in yourself, because inner spirit and energy really is real. And they can revive that one. But if still there are people that are still denying your part, which is you grown, you became different, it's still doing what they are doing to you in the past. Never mind to them. Don't give what they are wanting. Do as what you are doing, because if you go forward and prove a point, they will say, look, 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 I'm right, right. That person still like this, and that person is still. Sometimes, yes, we have to be quiet on some point, but we have to be loud in some point also in giving our point. And we have to learn when and where and how. That's the point of learning, growing, and being mature, real mature. Through your manners, characteristic, attitudes, qualities, and characteristics. That's that Bible is teaching actually. That's why there is a false teacher or prophet that they are saying, because what they are teaching is to hurt someone, to make a bad smear to someone, to disrespect someone. That's why be careful on how you will teach, preach, etc. Because how we interpret things, connect something, is based in our insecurities, ego, and pride. Again, there are two different kinds, the bad and good. Even insecurities, envy, and jealousy, you can use it in good actually. You have to experience all of that to see something, right? As I've said, I'm going to use this opportunity. I'm already is using the opportunity. And even though from the very beginning that I'm expressing, talking, explaining, even what I've observed, before gaining this knowledge, that's why, like that, this that kind of reaction. That's why. So I'm not wrong at that part. Like you will realize that part. Even though I've never known this kind of knowledge before in talking that part, oh, everything has a reason. The spirit is evidence also of the spirit really knows, even though the brain doesn't remember it. It's like before, I realized, am I defending something? Because I cannot remember what I'm defending actually. Now that I remember what I'm defending is, oh, yes, I'm defending for the wrong things that was done to me, and the evilness of people that doing to those people that just wanted to peacefully live and do their tasks to this earth, their identities as a mother, father, child, or their jobs. But there are some people that sabotages it. I'm defending that part. But it's like there are more part that is should be defended. Now that I remembered, again, we cannot deny it. This talk became long because I guess my mood, and I can say, became more wiser. I observe, even in defending and explaining something, you will observe the wise way, even though you're using a language that you never actually using every day, like this English. Oh, so everything has a level, stages. Even in defending in knowledge, understanding, control, patient, everything. Love, respect, discipline, sacrifice. Yes. even in explaining that Bible that we are defending. Levels. So again, thank you for coming and watching and hearing my talking. So see you again in my next video, short or long, for my next video. If what day or month, well, I remember to make one because I already summarized all. If I observe something, well, it depends also in the mood if I'm going to make one. See you. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification, comment if you want, and share so my next videos.